Okay, everybody, I'm going to make it quick. Today is March 19th, 2020, regarding the stay in place or shelter in place. Life is different. I don't know if life will ever be back to the same because even after this happens, whenever this happens, people are not going to forget. I think everyone will always have extra toilet paper at home. That's not funny, but it is. Also, you guys try not to overload our plumbing system with toilet paper. If you're doing a number one, please wipe, but you don't need to flush that down the toilet. You can put that in the garbage. There's a lot. I like in the other video. I've traveled to a lot of countries, and a lot of countries don't put toilet paper in the toilet. They put it in a trash can. And during these times, we don't need to screw up our plumbing. That being said, the stock market today, when I saw it, when 45 was talking, it went down like, was it 700 points? So it was at 19 something. I think it went up a little. I think it went back up to 20 something. I'm not exactly sure. Um, the boat, that ship is right still in the middle of the bay. My uncle, you can see it right outside his balcony. He has a view of the bay. People outside, there's no one outside. It's like an early Sunday morning or Christmas. It's like Christmas. Um, with the exception that there are the grocery stores are open, Walgreens. I think, like pharmacies, I think they have to be open. But I think today there was a um, curfew was at 9 or 10 or something. But I spoke to the police and I was like, okay, so if, I'm out, what time is the curfew or whatever. And they were saying that it starts at 12 or 11:59 tonight. But I don't know what starts. Like, is that mandatory curfew? Like, I'm not exactly sure, but you know. And then I was petting someone's dog. It was so cute. I was petting the dog, and some police like drove by, and they kind of like stalled, and I was just like, "Oh, wait a minute." I mean, I guess we can't congregate in public. You know, whatever this is, like, put the stipulations and what we can and what we can't do. Just don't be vague. I guess they're saying stay at home if you have to. Don't go out if you necessarily can't. But if you are out, what are the things that you can't do? As far as the stimulus check, I guess it's for people who earn under $70,000 allegedly, and what else? Like, is everyone, so is it per household or per person? Like, and how do they know who lives in whose houses? And, you know, is that for all residents? Does that include legal and illegal? Like, how are they going to divvy it up? And I don't know. $1,000 is not enough. Like, $1,000 would go. I'm not. $1,000 would go far in like Midwest, like maybe in Oklahoma or Wyoming, or somewhere in the back roads of Louisiana or Mississippi or something. But in Silicon Valley, $1,000, that's like someone's phone bill. Or maybe someone's car payment, or that's not rent. That may be, utilities, maybe cell phone bill, PG&E, a week's worth of food, car insurance. That's about it. But as far as rent, no, no. Um, Mm. Your student loans, no, that's not gonna. That's a lot of money. Sorry, that's not a lot of money. Not in California, like, and not definitely not New York. Um, so I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I heard that we're supposed to be getting two checks. That's still not a lot of money. $2,000. I mean, beggars can't be choosers, but well, I guess if everyone's getting it, I guess that could boost the economy a little, but like everything is like shut down. Like I think all of the malls are shut down, all of the clothing stores, like, everything. I think, okay, so UPS, FedEx, the post office, the grocery stores, and the restaurants, and the pharmacies. That's the lifeline to our country, our culture, our community, our, environment, whatever you want to say. But without those, oh my goodness. So I don't know if it's a panic or a scare yet. I think um, after the second week, I think people are really going to start to feel that cabin fever. Like I said, in California, we don't really get to partake in such, staying in for the winter or whatever. So this is going to be very different for us. Very different. I don't think it really has hit yet, but I think on the second week, that cabin fever aspect will really like plunge in. And, people are addicted to the internet and their phones now. Imagine 2 weeks from now when that's all we have. When we can't go out. I mean, like when they do martial law and, you can get arrested for being out. Now, that's when we're going to see a huge difference. So, stock up on whatever you can now, or hobbies or whatever. Get books, learn languages or whatever. And, read. This would be a perfect time to do online courses. An excellent time. Gas did go down. Gas did. Well, yeah, but I read somewhere in Kentucky that it's 99 cents. 99 cents. Oh my goodness. But it doesn't matter because you can't use it because you can't go anywhere. So, the airline industry, they're asking for 56 billion or $50 billion to get bailed out. Didn't they get bailed out 2008? Tesla, who in Fremont, just like 30 minutes from here, the Tesla factory, they had those workers working up until I think today. Today they shut it down. Talk about slavery. Well, I mean, okay, I can't say slavery because it's mandatory for people at the grocery stores and at the pharmacies and at the hospitals. I'm so sorry to forget about the people at the hospitals, the doctors, the nurses, the receptionists, the janitors, everybody at the hospital. That's a lot of staff. That's mandatory. But to build cars, if they don't make any more cars for the rest of the month, they're still good. People know that, this is a natural disaster or some type of epidemic, and, they would have to wait on their cars. Oh, Tesla, that Elon Musk. Elon Musk, he's a mess. He needs to build something to sterilize this air or something like that. Now, that's one thing. The air feels so good. It's so crisp and clean smelling. I live by the freeway and the flight paths, and the air it smells so good. Not that we have a lot of smog, but still. And yesterday, I saw this huge plane, and some people on Facebook was like, it's a C-7 or a C-130. It was a military plane. It was like a triple decker It was a fleet, like a Starship Galactica or something like that. I was like, whoa. So I don't know if the military is bringing in um, the 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 National Guard. I I don't know, but that plane was huge, like Star Trek or something like that. Okay, that's it for March 19, 2020. Wait, is this March 19th or the 20th? I think it's March 19th. Okay, I gotta go. See you later. Bye.